At least 3 Britons died in the Alps air crash that killed 150 people, UK Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond says. The Airbus A320 crashed in France on Tuesday, leaving no survivors. Paul Bramley, 28, from Hull, and Martyn Matthews, 50, from Wolverhampton, are among the dead, the Foreign Office has said. The family of UK resident Marina Bandres Lopez-Belio and her 7-month-old son Julian, from Manchester, confirmed they were also on the flight. Mr. Hammond said, "We cannot rule out the possibility that other British people were involved in the crash. Families of those from the UK known to have been killed have been contacted," the Foreign Secretary said. In a statement released by the Foreign Office, Mr. Bramley's mother Carol, who lives in Majorca, said, "Paul was a kind, caring and loving son. He was the best son, he was my world." His father Philip Bramley, also from Hull, said they were both deeply shocked. Mr. Bramley had just finished his first year at the César Ritz College in Lucerne, Switzerland, where he was studying hospitality and hotel management. Due to start an internship on April 1, he had been flying back from a few days' holiday with friends in Barcelona and was due to stop in Dusseldorf on his way to meet his family in the UK. Mr. Matthews, a senior quality manager thought to be traveling to Germany for a meeting, was married with a son and daughter. His family said in a statement, "We are devastated at the news of this tragic incident and request that we are allowed to deal with this terrible news without intrusion at this difficult time." Margaret Goodyear, a neighbor and former colleague of Mr. Matthews, said he was a lovely, lovely man. Yesterday Pau El Praz, whose wife Marina Bandres Lopez-Belio, 37, and son Julian died in the crash, said he was devastated at the loss. He explained that his wife had bought last-minute tickets to visit her family in Spain for her uncle's funeral. Originally from Jaca in the Spanish Pyrenees, Ms. Bandres met her Polish husband at the Future Works School of Media in Manchester and went on to become an editor and colorist in post-production for film and video. The couple had graduated together in 2009 and had lived together in the city for 7 years. Mr. Praz said, "I'm with my closest family in Manchester, and in close contact with our family in Spain at this very difficult time." Richard Hellawell, Ms. Bandres' former tutor at Future Works School of Media, Manchester, described her as a model student who was exceptionally talented and hard-working. He said, "One of the nice bright lights of the world has gone out. Heartbreaking." Prime Minister David Cameron and Labour leader Ed Miliband have offered their condolences to the families of those affected by the air crash. Germanwings and Lufthansa staff stood in silence in Cologne on Wednesday morning to honor the dead. Mr. Cameron described the crash as heartbreaking. He told the Commons, "I know the whole House will wish to join me in offering our deepest condolences to the family and friends of all those killed in the yesterday's Airbus crash in France. It is heartbreaking to hear about the school children, the babies, the families whose lives have been brought to an end." Germanwings chief Thomas Winkelmann said 72 of the 144 passengers were German citizens and 35 were Spanish, the remainder included citizens of the UK, Australia, and Belgium, among others. The German victims included 16 pupils returning from an exchange trip. French President François Hollande, German Chancellor Angela Merkel and Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy visited the crash scene on Wednesday. Mr. Rajoy declared 3 days of national mourning in Spain. Bereaved relatives are expected to visit the scene. The mayor of Saint-Lay-Alpes, the town nearest the crash site, said local families were offering to host them. At a press conference on Wednesday, Mr. Winkelmann said the airline would provide financial support and transport for any relatives wanting to visit the scene from overseas. A day of mourning is being held at the Joseph Koenig Gymnasium School in Haltern am See, northwest Germany, where the pupils were from. The plane's black box cockpit voice recorder is believed to be damaged but has been sent to Paris where officials still hope to retrieve data from it. Rémi Jadé, from the French investigating organization BEA, said initial examinations had found usable sounds and voices, but that it was too soon to draw any conclusions. He said they hoped to have the first rough ideas within a few days, but a fuller understanding could take weeks or even months. Investigators are still searching for the second black box, the flight data recorder. Investigators said the plane hit the ground in the French Alps at great velocity, suggesting no explosion in flight.